pretty formidable. It's like stacked two in a row.
Guys, I know I say I was gonna keep my mouth shut, but this is a piece of artwork. It's done by that guy right there, sitting in the chair, Mr. Eric Sosner. And I mean, this is just awesome. It's got that fighter jet inspired Aerosport style. I mean, check this out, guys. All made by hand. The inside looks like a straight bomber. The doors, I mean, just, you know, exactly what you need. The essentials, you know. Beautifully done. I mean, this is art right here. Check out the Art Deco back. I mean, kind of reminiscent on like an old school Bugatti or something like that. Look at these muffler tips. God. Just beautiful.
How you doing?
Good. You did an awesome job on that.
Thank you.
It looks gorgeous. I mean, it looks like a straight fighter. Jet fighter. Pretty cool. That's the builder right there. I mean, check that out, guys. All the handles. These gotta be some real comfy seats. Man. Just beautiful. This is really nice right here too. Beautiful interior.
And the guy was like, oh, well, thanks for educating me. I was like, yeah, you know, that's how you can tell.
Just beautiful.
Because in fact, I think Peter's car. Hi.
Hi. Hi. Hi. Hello.
That's an awesome 250.
And you're doing those two also? Okay.
And I don't know if you guys remember, but if I'm not mistaken, this is the Nova that was at Ocean City, Maryland. If I'm not mistaken, it was inside the building. I was kind of amazed because I was like, oh shit, it's from Fairfax, close to where I'm from.
Hold on. Make sure he's got that off. Check it one time. Hey, check. Check. Oh, it's on.
But yeah.
All right.
Beautiful
Good morning. Thank you all for coming out. I'm Michael. A lot of you met me. It's, what time is it right now?
Oof.
All right. It is 9:48, so we're fully underway.
Nice.
All your
Real
registrants
nice.
should have gotten 2 ballots in your registration packet. You got a yellow one and a blue one. It's pretty plain and simple.
It's a real cool bus.
Are for
1939
the
Chevy.
newer cars,
Yep,
25 years
1939.
later. And you use those to vote on the ones with the yellow placards,
Gorgeous.
and then the blue ones for the ones with blue
I
placards.
would love to have that.
Those we'll use to tally up
Have all the
our Collector's
homies
choice trophies that we'll have.
Roll up to a couple car shows.
They'll be given out later.
Party
check out our
bus.
silent auction. It's going on
Old
from
school party
now
bus.
until bidding will close at 1 o'clock. Anything I'm missing? Oh yeah, we got people walking around with the 50 kits.
Well, we're about to see what they got at the auction block. That's gonna be coming up. I got some of my
and
items
I'll turn
right
it
here.
over to my dad to anything I missed.
All right. Many of you have watched this little guy grow up
cool,
around this
pretty
car show. Michael's diagnosis of type
From
1
my boy
diabetes in 2012 was
Doing
actually
good.
Labor Day weekend. And it was a year ago, almost to the day that we held our first show. And many of you were at that show. And I thank you for that. Actually, it was 13 months. Thank you.
cool.
You corrected me. My math major here. The show is basically always the same in terms of the person or the organization, I should say, that the funds go to. JDRF came to us, introduced themselves
Lot of
to
cool
us
stuff.
in the hospital. Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation, formerly now JDRF, is the
That is
worldwide
dope.
leader in type 1 diabetes research. I know
That
I've
is
talked to a
really
lot
cool.
of folks throughout the years
Pinstripe.
at this show that have type 2. Diabetes, if they can find a cure to type 1, it's going to help those obviously suffering from type 2. And most everybody, when they registered,
Gonna end
said
up
they
getting
knew
one of the
somebody or
shirts.
related in some cases to somebody with type 1. So I encourage you to
help
walk over
support.
to the t-shirt area where RJ is sitting there now from JDRF. We've got Jacqueline coming later today. She's actually the current executive director. No good deed goes unpunished, because after doing the show for a couple of years, I find myself now on the board of JDRF. So I'm learning even more about what these guys are all about. The show, as of today, we've already got commitments, and I thank all our sponsors and all of you participants. We're already over $50,000, actually over $51,000.
Awesome.
That brings, for 6 years, our little car show here has now raised over $300,000 for type 1 diabetes research. So, and I could not do this without all of you. Ironically, when Michael was in the hospital and he came up with the idea for a car show, as you'll notice as you walk around this area here, Michael said, let's do a car show. We'll put all of our car collection to work. Even if nobody comes, we can put our cars on display and we can raise some money. We had no idea how this thing would catch on, and I want to thank all of you for that, because it just wouldn't happen without you. A lot of you have now started not only contributing and being sponsors and family partners, but some of these silent auction items, there's some great stuff. The Postal family went to Richard Petty Racing and got Richard Petty to sign one of his hats. It's fantastic. We've got Firehouse Designs over there, gave us a flag made from fire hose. It's spectacular. Some of these guys have connections with the Capitals, so we've got Washington Capitals autographed items. John Lures is coming later from Matco Tools. He gave that really cool Rat Fink tool cart. So there's just some really cool stuff, and every year it seems to get better. And again, it takes a community to put something like this together. And I just want to thank all of you from the bottom of my heart, because this guy right here, basically when he decided to do this, I'm sorry, I get a little choked up. You know, a lot of guys get this diagnosis, they put their head in the sand and they say, why me? He said to me in the hospital, he said, let's fix this. How are we going to fix this? And so here we are. You know, he was this tall then, he's this tall, and you see my other son running around this tall. These guys are embracing this. You know, Michael just said, look, I'm not going to let this disease own me. I have type 1 diabetes, but it doesn't have me. And so he's out here working on this, and I just, again, can't thank you enough for this. Gary and Speakeasy and the guys are here to play some music for you. I've got pizza. I've been asked. We've got Deli Italiano bringing pizzas later. Ken, Mary, Sean have set up breakfast items. We got bagels. We got muffins. There's coffee from Starbucks, and it's a lot cheaper here than at Starbucks, so that's kind of cool. So I just wanted, again, really, really appreciate everybody coming out, and we'll be touching base. We do have a lot of auction items, or raffle items, so buy the 50/50s. We're going to pull them, and you can win a lot of cool stuff that we'll be giving out. And at the end, we're going to dump all those back in for the big 50/50 drawing, so you are eligible for that. There's also a really cool Gatton's Garage and Creative Visions. Gatton's Garage actually painted this 57 here, which, as you probably have seen, we've been using the logo of a 57 Chevy on our website and on our flyers now for all 6 years, because that's Michael's favorite car. It was bought probably 2 months after his diagnosis, and it's done. Monica says January 1st. See, my wife makes me buy all these cars you see. She insists. But the Bel Air's done. Come check it out. It's actually already appeared in a children's book, which we have. If you'd like to take a copy, we brought Cindy Chambers, who is the author. Michael wrote the intro, so Beamer learns about type 1 diabetes. The car is in the book. I'd love for you to take it with you. If you have somebody in your life affected with type 1, feel free to take a book. It's over here at the JDRF table as well. So I've dragged on long enough, but I guess where I was going with this was Gatton's Garage made the People's Choice Trophy this year. It's kind of cool. It's a nod to the old drive-ins. It's got some Matchbox cars on the top. You'll see the girls walking around. Thanks to all the volunteers, you'll see them walking around selling the tickets. You can buy that trophy, $5, and you get a vote. So I've had folks throw in a couple $100 because they really wanted to take it home. So you get to vote for whoever you want, and we'll count them up at the end. So I think we've covered everything. Anything else? Okay. All right, let's get some tunes going. Again, thanks, and let's have a great day. Okay.
And there you guys go. That's the reason why this car show is being put together. They couldn't put it any better. I mean, I was doing a shitty job, but he said it the right way. And it is what it is. We're out here trying to have some fun and try to raise awareness and support. So that's what we got going on. We're gonna keep enjoying the show.
Starts at Parkview High School. You're racing them. Just say which one we meet. Yeah, I was looking on the map, and I think I did that.
Real nice.
Yep. All right. Well, we'll go around and look.
All right, guys. That's gonna be it for now. I'm gonna give it a couple hours, let a couple cars fill up more of the parking lot, and I'll be seeing you guys again. Keep on cruising.